Hello, beautiful souls, and happy solar eclipse. I wanted to make this video today just because it's sort of a special day. It's the solar eclipse and it's a new moon all on the same day. So, this can bring a lot of energy kind of drawing into our bodies. And if we're sensitive or we're empaths, we can start to feel it all and we aren't in our bodies. And that will just make us kind of anxious and stressed out. But the other downfall is that we won't be able to enjoy feeling this energy and having this unique experience. So, today I just wanted to give you a few tips on how to maintain that. We're going to pick a collective card from my new water deck just to give us some advice on maybe how we can handle the energy just for fun. Then I'm going to have you do your own little intuitive card pick, which I'll explain when we get there. So, what you can do today to make sure that you keep the energy flowing is making sure you're staying hydrated. Okay. So, lots of water, making sure you're focusing on your breath, making sure you're having those nice deep breaths. Find a way to ground. So, we're going to maybe be outside watching this eclipse, or maybe you are just going to be somewhere hanging out and you won't be able to see it. Either way, we can feel it. So, if you're outside, go ahead and put your feet on the ground, take off your shoes, make sure you're connecting with the earth. If you're not outside or you have to be at work or something like that, just imagine yourself being rooted to gravity when you just like sit down in your chair. Or if you're sitting on the ground, just putting your hands down, feeling that rooted energy, and just really feeling the weight of your body down to earth. Okay. Also, keeping things moving. So, just moving around, rather if it's just like a swirl, or maybe you're standing up and you're just swirling back and forth, just getting your stretches in, making sure everything is kind of getting that extra support it needs to go ahead and travel through. So, you want it to be coming in and through and in and through. And you want to only pick up the amount of energy you need and a nice flow that works for you. So you're starting to get that flow going. Okay, last thing, just quick tip is shake it out. All right, we do this if you have been around for a little bit, but just shaking out the energy. I sometimes I like to like grab something, almost like I'm like let me out, kind of feeling to it, but and then just getting it out, shaking anything whenever you're feeling tension or after you move stuff around, make sure you're getting it out, just picturing it spraying out um, everywhere around you. All right. So let's pick a Healing Waters card. So I have this Healing Waters deck oracle that I've recently gotten, and they are really good. So we're just going to ask, well, first we're going to take a few deep breaths. So I just want this to be quick so you have a second to watch it. So if you do need some more in-depth energy work, please check out my 4 refresh energy session. The first 20 minutes has a beautiful practice on there. So just getting centered, and let's pick a card. Ooh, the Well Maidens we have. So I will come up to the camera. It's hard to see on this camera, I guess. Here, if you can see it, I'll back up a little bit. All right, so the Well Maidens: kindness, respect, reverence, compassion. So it is basically 3 women, and there's a portal in the middle, and that's like kind of looking into the future, and it looks kind of really peaceful, natureful. There's one woman kind of at the top here holding on to her lights, and then there's 2 supportive women there, but there's actually 4 lights. So I'm going to read this one for you. The other ones I'm just going to free flow it. All right. Throughout history, there have been people who have tended to and protected our life giving wells in the lands of what is today the United Kingdom in Europe. Many of these sacred wells were named after goddesses, including Brigid, Danu, Solis, Anu, before they were absorbed by Christianity. If you sit at these wells, you may feel the wisdom of these ancient people echoing in these waters, which remain protected. The Elucidation is an old poem that tells of guardians who fulfilled this holy role across the land. A greedy king and his men violated the well maidens, the guardians of the kingdom's wells, and took more than they needed. They ignored the sacred contract of respecting the well maidens and the waters of the sacred wells, and as a result, the kingdom became desolate and barren. The well maidens are the keepers of harmony and balance. They respect the sacred waters, and as a result, they give plenty. They deliver a message about the importance of these qualities and the way we treat ourselves, others, and the nature that sustains and supports us. They remind us to slow down and offer kindness and respect to others, the earth, and ourselves each and every day. How can you offer kindness and respect to yourself and the earth and others today? So, let's just put our hands on our heart for a moment. So, really being called, connect to that heart. Today, we're going to be the lighthouse. We're going to shine that beautiful, calm frequency. If anybody's like freaking out, or if there's too much attention paid to, the logistics, I didn't get to see it. There were clouds or people kind of getting in our way. Yesterday, I seriously, we were on a walk and I saw someone running down the street with a stick saying they were going to beat someone up, very, very angry. And I just felt, oh my gosh, this is probably so much with this intense energy. So when you're doing this for yourself and you're taking the time to kind of see what all this energy means for you and release these past things, release the collective conscious idea that it's okay to succeed through taking from others, it's okay for manipulation, um, it's okay to exploit. We're just kind of healing all those wounds, letting all that go. And we can especially do that by really sitting into this kind of role as ours, as someone who is kind and is connected and is ready to be a balanced human being. So that's really beautiful. All right, so I'm just going to check the time here. Beautiful. Okay, so now your job is to, when I say, you're going to pause the video, then you're going to just take a few seconds, you're going to tune into yourself, make sure you're nice and grounded, and you're going to pick either 1, 2, or 3, okay? And you're going to go to the description of this video and you're going to see timestamps, and there'll be 3 cards that you could pick from. So you're going to use your intuition to choose a card for yourself today. So if you want to go back and see the other cards, then you can always do that, of course. But I want you to see like kind of what is brought out for you. And these cards are the elemental empaths. So it is like super, super good for a lot of the journeys that we're on, or if you are being magnetized to my community, this will be helpful for us. So go ahead and pause the video now. All right, so if you pick card number 1, here we go. Let's give these a nice little roll. What kind of message, what kind of support, what are we focusing here on? Okay, these cards are so silky. Okay, so for us, relating, comparison, others' projections, self-reliance. Okay, I'm gonna have to find a way to show these cards a little better. But she is green here, so very earthy energy for you today. So you are being called to stay grounded inside of your soul. Okay, so staying grounded in that inner wisdom. Your journey right now is, how are you relating to others around you? How much are you giving? How much are you allowing others to have a say in how you do your journey? Are you holding yourself back because you don't think you can do something that other people can do. Um, and this is definitely a green calling from the heart, right? So, really connecting with that heart center, doing some chest opening exercises today, taking some deep breaths, allowing those ribs to open, allowing those things to fade away that people have put in your head, telling you who you are because you know who you are. Oh, most people don't even know who they are, right? So, how are we allowing other people to tell us who we are? And it's our responsibility to know who we are, right? Too, um, in that sense, so that we can be out in the world being who we want to be and functioning the way we want to function. So, tap into that green, tap into that earth, opening the heart, balancing out that relationships, the relating. All right. Beautiful. All right, here we are for card number 2. And what do we have for card number 2 pick? Okay, bringing in the card, and we have true self. Beautiful. So we have fire igniting. The fire. This is really nice for you. Okay, so you can see this lady here. I have this new video set up, so hopefully you can see her. There's like some fire wings behind her. She feels really content in connecting with her energy, right? And then having this really nice filter. So, focusing in on creating that space around you today, having that filter, inviting in all of the things and energy that really resonate with that true self. You're being called to connect to the soul today. Okay, so for you, let's make sure we get into a little bit of journaling just on what you are working on letting go that has been like stories and narratives that have held you back, limitations that you know aren't real, that you're going to kind of let fade away. And you're going to do this by igniting the inner fire inside you. And then because that power and that flame there, it's like burning away and purifying everything around you. So tapping into a deep, deep red color today, the sacred red color, and spending some time as well just moving more even within the center area, this solar plexus, just working on maybe a little bit of massaging or even what some of those breaths that we breathe out and then we do a contraction in, out, in. So getting that flame going, or if you know the breath of fire, just igniting that flame again, asking for that dropping away, along with my other recommendations at the beginning of the video. All right, so you're lighting your inner flame. Beautiful, true self, and it's also number 10 if that means anything to anybody. It's kind of a completion of something, a completion of a cycle. Okay. All right, card number 3. Cleanse and release. This is so balanced. Okay, so we have this beautiful water energy coming through, and we have this mermaid with wings, kind of, and the water there. She's hugging herself, right? This is self love, self love, self love. Not self ego love. This is self true love. All that beautiful stuff that you doubt in yourself, loving all of that. Everything we're getting is very heart centered. And so you're most in need of that cleansing, that release, that flow out. Like do less today, okay? Do less. We want to really allow for our blocks to open, allowing yourself to really focus in on your needs. Like what is going to help you get that energy out? What's going to help you make everything nice and balanced for yourself, right? What are you holding on too tightly for? And this might be even more calling to some of you to do an energy cleanse today, like the video I recommended in the beginning, to go into that energy field. So, doing some light weaving. So, this is just like feeling the energy and flowing it around. Just think of it like fluffing your aura, if that's new to you. Um, it's really just important to get your energy flowing. So I'm going to just say, get the stretching, getting everything long, feeling the attachment like from the bottom of your toe up, making sure everything's connected from all those limbs. So it's leaving out the hands, it's leaving out the feet, but also, I forgot what I was going to say, so it must have not been important. Um, yeah, I think that's all. So keeping it flowing, keeping everything open, and allowing yourself to release. All right, beautiful. So we had 3 beautiful cards. You may go back and check. We actually had fire, earth, and water. And the air is that mind. So we're saying, the mind is there for us, for our information. We want it to be clear. But today is about connecting inside of us, like not forgetting that it's not just all about the science or seeing things, what it's going to look like, but also don't forget to see what it's going to sound like, what it's going to smell like, what does it feel like in your body, all of these things. So attaching to those elements, staying connected to nature, and being those beams of light throughout the world today for um, just the support of everybody, going back to those well maidens and your beautiful light and your beautiful purifying water or flames or groundedness coming through. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. I love you so much. Have a great day.